Dad. What are you doing here?
I'm your new housekeeper.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. I got enough stuff to feed an army.
Wonderful.
I'm mixed up a wicked spaghetti sauce.
Good. I'll take care of the salad.
You?
Actually, it's a concoction of your Aunt Laura. She's become quite a cook abroad. But before I dive into the olive oil, I'm going to try to straighten things up a bit if I can find some place to put these.
That's my junk, and it doesn't have a place. It's trained to just lie down and shut up wherever you throw it. So just pitch it.
Well, I'll find some place to put it.
I won't let you make the salad dressing. Pitch it.
And it must have taken quite some adjusting. From the old house to here?
Yeah.
Where's the mustard? I've looked everywhere for it twice. The dry mustard. I also need some tarragon and basil, none of which you have, of course.
Well, we've got some ready-made stuff in here. Dad, why don't you just set the table?
All right. Knives and forks and napkins.
Right here. Hi, Rod. You wait 10 minutes, we're going to have some wall-to-wall spaghetti. I just came from the hospital. There's no change.
Don't be impatient.
Where'd you and Stephen go? Would you both be hurt to the quick if I walk out on your party?
Rod, wait. I'm going to take you to the inn for dinner. There's no reason for us to hide. Come on. It's called a united front.
Good evening.
Good evening, Francis.
Excuse me, Mr. Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Yes, certainly, I think so.
Get a reputation, Doctor.
For what?
Sitting alone with Demon Rum as your only companion.
Well, save me. Thank you, Doctor, but we already have a table. And you look like you stand a stiff dose of solitude.
Oh, Dr. Rossi will think you're rude, Stephen.
Yeah, if I didn't know Betty worked at the hospital, I'd say she was looking for some free medical advice.
Did you get your message? They were paging me just a minute ago.
Oh, I'll check it out. Only be a minute.
Well, can I get you a drink?
No, thanks. Stephen's afraid I'm going to embarrass you.
Are you?
Maybe.
Well, that's what good friends are for, isn't it?
You've certainly managed to collect an odd variety.
Betty, look, this isn't the hospital. You don't have to be so diplomatic. You have something to say, say it.
Stella Chenak.
Next topic.
You sound like Stephen. I ask and he avoids.
Well, maybe you asked the wrong questions.
Oh, I don't think so. All I want to know is why she did it.
Probably because she thought she had to.
Lie?
Well, I've been sitting here for over an hour trying to find out the answer to that myself.
And?
And I haven't come up with one yet.
But you were there and you saw Rod.
Yes, after he had talked to Stella.
And he was foaming at the mouth, shouting that he was going to kill her brother.
Well, no, but there are a lot of ways to threaten someone.
Do you believe her?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what they were talking about or how they were talking. All I know is when I got there, Rodney was just leaving. I don't even know how long he had been there.
Didn't answer my question.
Well, maybe that's because there isn't any answer. Maybe he said something that she mistook as a threat. I mean, how many times do people say things like, if he was to do that to me, I'd kill him, or I wish he were dead, or the next time he does that, I'll kill him. How many times?
Rodney didn't kill him.
Joe Chernak is dead, and Rodney was there.
Thank you, Doctor.
No, Betty, wait a minute. Listen to me. Rodney's a friend of mine, too.
Only you think your friend is a murderer.
No, I don't think that, but I can't accuse someone of lying just because they have a different story from that of Rod's. Look, none of us know enough about that day.
And none of us will ever find out listening to Stella Chernak. Excuse me, please.
Good evening, Mr. Harry.
Free for dinner.
Certainly. This way, please.
Oh, Francis,
Yes, sir.
we'll take this one.
Why, certainly.
Have you finished with it?
I still have to edit it.
I suppose you're going to put it on the front page.
Well, I told Jerry to hold the first 2 columns.
Under what for a headline?
Well, it's not going to be any doomsday type at all, but just a double column head across the top of the article.
At times you sound a lot like Matt. Did you put in all that the Chernak girl said at the hearing?
You mean about Rodney threatening her brother?
That she said he did.
Look, Stella Chernak gave this testimony under oath, Dad.
Some people remember things the way they need them to be.
Well, if you're talking about Gus Chernak, I'd be inclined to agree with you.
Are you saying you think that Rodney threatened to kill that boy?
Well, he could have said the words, Dad, but that doesn't mean that...
It means that you're putting it down in black and white, doesn't it? Just like I read it there?
What would you have me do? Rewrite the transcript just to suit my own personal sympathies?
You don't need to copy the whole blame thing for your article.
That's a news story, Dad.
Oh, bosh.
Jerry! Want to read this thing before I give it to Jerry?
I already know what it says.
I can still remake page 1, Mr. Carson, if you want 3 columns.
No, 2's enough, Jerry.
All right.
Thank you. Look, Dad, what I was trying to say before was that even if Rodney said these things, I don't think he meant them literally, not for a minute.
You told me yourself the boy jumped to his feet and called her a liar. Now, who are you going to believe, Rodney or Stella Chernak?
Rodney will have a chance to tell his side of the story at the trial.
Yes, at the trial. I remember your trial, Elliot. And when they questioned me, I had to tell them about the night you came to my place. The night you found out about the good friends your wife kept company with while you were away fighting the war. And I had to repeat it all over again. All the words you spoke in hate and anger. About how Elizabeth didn't deserve to live. How there used to be an unwritten law for women like her. I'm going to kill her, you said. If she does it again, I'm going to kill her.
Why don't you come on home with me and have some dinner? Oh, come on. Connie can always throw another potato in the pot.
Not tonight, son.
Hi.
Oh, hi yourself.
I suppose you've already been told about the hearing.
Yes.
I brought home a copy of the transcript. You want to look at it? It's out in the hall.
No, not right now. I have something I want to tell you.
About Allison?
No, it's not about Allison.
Well, tell away.
Oh! Don't!
Eat
No,
nothing.
that's for the Chiapino. You can't put those into the last minute or they get tough.
You can't put them into the what?
The Chiapino.
What's that?
Oh, foot base. Italian style.
Fish stew. Well, why didn't you say so? Special occasion fish stew. What is the special occasion? Is that what you were about to tell me?
Why don't you let me finish this?
I think I have a very unpredictable wife.
You just don't know how unpredictable. Elliot, what would you say if I told you that we were going to have a baby.
I'd say I love you very much. No babies.
Oh, I wanted to tell you sooner so we could be sharing it.
Why didn't you?
Well, I wanted to wait until I know it was definite, and then... Well, I didn't know how you'd take it.
You mean because of Allison?
No, this was before the accident. And then... when Allison was hurt, I couldn't think about it. I couldn't think about anything. Life goes on. Whether we ignore it or not, life goes on. And when a new life comes into this world, it should be welcomed joyfully. A baby has a right to love and joy.
We'll love it.
An unshattered love, Elliot. If something happens to Allison, it'll be our tragedy. We can't let it take anything away from this baby.
We won't. You know, the longer I know you, the less I think I do. You said you didn't know how I'd feel about the baby.
Well, I remembered your saying about wanting to travel and places we'd go together, things we'd see. I didn't want you to feel tied down.
Don't you know that babies are the most portable kind of baggage? You can just pick them up and carry them anywhere. I'm going to be in right at the beginning of this one, right from the first bellow.
Well, we'd better eat so we can get to the hospital.
Connie.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
What are you trying to tell me, sir? I'd like you to accept my resignation. I'm a lost cause. Or is it a sinking ship?
Anything you want to know about Stella, I'd appreciate if you'd ask her.
Ada the Boyd died just outside your door.
Outside.
I don't work for you, and I don't owe you anything. I'll let you know what I decide.